What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and we've seen a pretty interesting deluge of woke advertising. First with the CIA's absurd ads this week, and now the Army recruitment video that has makes. I don't really know. I can only show you how absurd it is. Look, there are positions in the armed forces for soy-filled individuals. I mean, somebody has to serve lunch. You could work in a lot of positions and help this country if you happen to be a more beta type personality. I'm sure there are plenty in the armed services, but I don't think I want to actively recruit them. I don't think I want to actively recruit people who hate our military, who actively disrespect people that have served this country. I don't really think I want to pander to the far left. I don't want to pander to people who would be a severe liability on the front lines, because I care about those men and women in our armed services coming home safe. This ad from the Army is so woefully misguided that they've now disabled the comments, of course. Thankfully, the like and dislike are still available. But other countries must be laughing at us. This is Army recruitment video features lesbian wedding. Now, look, as many of my viewers know, I don't even think you consider yourself progressive to say, hey, gay marriage is cool. Fine, I'm cool with that. I mean, if you want to be married and pay taxes and get health benefits that way and live your life as a married person, then I'm 100% for that. Do I want my Army recruitment videos focusing on that? No, I just don't think I do. You may call me backwards, but I'm also, somebody who, respects and honors traditional gender roles, in the home, and, crazy radical things like that. The U.S. Army has now released an animated video featuring the story of current Army corporal with two moms. Now, everyone knows I've got two dads, so, obviously that's something I support, but ultimately, not in my Army ads. It's just, no, I don't want that. I want Army ads that feature blowing stuff up and targeting the best warriors that this country has to offer, not one that is looking for woke points. The May 4th video comes as part of the Army's new recruitment campaign, The Calling, that tells the diverse stories of 5 different service members. The video also comes after the CIA faced backlash for woke recruitment ads as the two agencies look to expand their applicant pool. I don't want any of these people. I don't want woke idiots in either. Honestly, the CIA should go away, in my opinion, along with the FBI. But, in terms of the Army, yeah, no, I don't want them. I'd rather have a few less bodies than ones that are worried about pronouns, than ones that are worried about feelings. I don't need anybody identifying as an androgynous tree person protecting me. If it comes down to that, and that's the bottom of the barrel we're scraping, I'm cool. Our Constitution gives me rights to protect myself, and I'm just cool with that. It begins in California with a little girl raised by two moms. The narrator, Corporal Emma Malone Lord, I don't know exactly how to say it, says in the video, although I had a fairly typical childhood, took ballet, played violin, I marched for equality, and I think I've been defending freedom from an early age. The video depicts a cartoon recreation of her life, including the moment when one of her moms was paralyzed. Doctors said she might never walk again, but she tapped into my family's pride to get back on her feet, eventually standing at the altar to marry my other mom. The video cuts to a cartoon scene of her mom's at the altar. Again, a totally fine story to tell. In fact, a good one in general. Not one I want my Army using to recruit. And we're going to get into the reaction for this, of course, in a moment. She goes on to say how she's been fortunate her whole life and wanted to give back to her community and challenge herself, which is ultimately why she decided to join the Army after talking to a recruiter. By the way, thank you for your service. Research tells us that young people today see the Army as a distant star, a place requiring nearly superhuman level of discipline with relevance to their daily lives. Yeah, that's what I want in the Army. I want superhuman levels of discipline. What do you mean? Like, I understand, like, there are times when standards are lowered, let's say during draft times. But no, these are and should be elite positions. Now, I know they're not in reality. I know I have plenty of people that served that I'm friends with that have shared a lot of stories with me. Like, there are definitely like woke idiots in the armed services, and they are soundly made fun of. But I don't think we should be actively recruiting them. Major General Alex Fink, Chief of Army Enterprise Marketing, said in a May 4th statement when the campaign was announced, similarly, youth don't necessarily connect with those who serve or see common ground in terms of interest, abilities, and goals. What happened to those commercials with girls with tiggle bitties and like explosions and motorboats and cash? Are those not effective anymore? Like, if those aren't resonating with like hyper, and I suppose you could then just put like shirtless dudes too, because there are certainly some BA women that serve, guaranteed. Like, what happened to these adrenaline-soaked commercials? Are we really looking to recruit out of the coffee shop now? I mean, this is pathetic. The ad reflects similar videos that the CIA had recently faced criticism from viewers. The video was part of a recruitment campaign called Humans of the CIA that the agency has been rolling out since 2019. Growing up gay in a small southern town, I was lucky to have a wonderful and accepting family. A man and member of the LGBTQ community says in the clip, I always struggle with the idea that I might not be able to discuss my personal life at work. By the way, nobody should be discussing their personal lives at work. It's called work for a reason. There are many values from the 50s and 60s that really need to come back, okay? I don't care about what's going on in your home life when I'm at work. Like, we're at work, get the job done, we make small talk about local sports teams or movies, and then we go home. Like, that's what work should be. Imagine, and you know what? If people talked a lot less about their home lives and a little more about work, there'd probably be a lot fewer workplace romances going on and ruining families. But that's neither here nor there. Imagine my surprise when I was taking my oath at the CIA. I noticed a rainbow on then director John Brennan's lanyard. Another recruitment video titled "Discover the CIA, Your Nation is Counting on You" sparked a fierce reaction last week for what critics label as woke propaganda. Well, yeah. Of course it is. It is woke propaganda. The 2-minute video featured a 36-year-old Latina CIA agent who described herself as intersectional, cisgender, and millennial, who embraced herself. Fire her now. I don't want this woman with access to my personal files. I don't want this woman with access to any additional information about U.S. citizens. I want people who don't identify with their ideologies. I want people who are robotic, who are trustworthy, and who are who display a premium level of intelligence. If you have a lack of people that fit that mold, you're probably just not paying enough. You don't need to be scraping the bottom of the barrel for these woke idiots. By the way, who exactly are these ads for? Like, the far left, they're not signing up. So what is this for? Critics, including Republican Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin, shout out, and Ted Cruz of Texas, called the video an embarrassment and slammed the agency for its willingness to weaponize their power to target political opponents, in this case conservatives. Even former CIA officer Brian Dean Wright took issue with the video, tweeting, "The CIA used to be about mission to country. I speak from experience. Now it's about a demanding and getting accommodation to fix an emotional wound or advance a personal agenda. America is less safe with this new CIA and dangerously more political." I'd agree with that 100%. And if we look at the ad, we have exactly in 548,000 views, a whopping 350 likes. So who exactly is this for? And 12,000 dislikes. 12,000 dislikes. 12,700 dislikes. I don't want my army. I want my army to be feared. I don't want my army to be humanized. I want other countries to think my army is full of soulless killing machines. I don't want this garbage. And you could see like all of these videos. The Calling from a week ago. 45 up, 590 down. Who are these for? Now, I'm not saying that, people in the military shouldn't have like diverse backgrounds. I think they should, but I don't want them humanized to my potential adversaries. I want them feared and respected. This is a huge problem with this country in this promoting softness. Joe Biden, he's a nice guy. I don't want a nice leader. I want a leader that puts my country first, protects their citizens, and makes no compromises. I feel less safe with a leader that's nice, and I'm pretty sure most people would agree with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.